All right. Let's go, man. I'm ready. I'm ready to do this. We're live. I already turned it on. What? You already did what? Yeah. We're live. What is up, everyone? And thank you for checking out Don't Say the F Word. We are a pro wrestling and combat sports podcast. We do not use the F word when we talk about professional wrestling. You probably shouldn't let your friends use it either. Yeah, that's right. Panther's already with us live on Instagram. We are back. It's Sunday. It is, in fact, our weekend wrestling show. We are going to be recapping top stories in the week of pro wrestling. We're going to talk about who our top wrestler of the week is, match of the week. We're gonna talk about the triple threat that is set for WrestleMania 41. We're gonna talk about some AEW rumors, some WWE rumors, and a big one. Dude, give me this. What do you mean a big one? I have a question. What? You already have a question? You haven't even finished the intro yet. Yeah. Okay. We are brought to you this week by our friends Fat Ink Ohio. If you need tattoos done, go hit up our boy Freddie. He'll get you some sick tats that they will increase your coolness stat. We're also brought to you by Villain Pizza Company, the best pizza company in Cleveland, and they are vilified for it. All right. You want my question now? I mean, we should wait for Joe to get here. Joe's not even here yet, man. Well, Joe needs to hurry up. All right. We also got some merch on our merch table. Get in on this merch table before the end of the month. End of the month, this merch table is going to close. Did you figure out what you're doing next? No, I don't know what we're doing next. We're doing something. Something big's coming, but nothing is finalized. But we're going to figure that out. We'll be figuring that out soon enough. Soon enough is when we will figure it out. And I think soon enough is a good enough answer. Personal opinion, Mark. Don't know why you're giving me such a hard time. Look, Joe's here. He's about to join us. I mean, I thought you were gonna have I thought it was gonna be a big announcement about the merchandising today. Why did you think? I never said that. Joe Panther, did I ever say I had an announcement about merch today? I never said that. I never said it was gonna be today. I said soon. Today is as soon as it can be. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Today would be as soon as possible. But I didn't. The newest shirt's not on that merch site. Oh, you mean the Hulk Hogan Biggie Small shirt? Yeah, the Hulk Hogan Biggie Small shirt not available there.
No, I heard soon. I ain't say it was today. I heard soon.
See, I never said. I didn't say today, Mark. I didn't. That's not what I said. That's what I thought he said. Wait. You didn't say it was today. Okay, so I guess it wasn't today. Not today.
I think you got your times off, man. Your time's off.
Yeah, see, that's the problem. He doesn't listen.
I get it. I ain't mad.
He does not listen to me, Joe, and it's stressful sometimes. See, Panther also heard soon. Joe heard soon. Mark, you're the only one who heard today. All right. So I guess the merchandising thing's not today. All right. Anyway, I have two big questions for Joe.
All right. What's two questions? Let's see it.
This is going to spark some conversation today, and then I'm going to ask these two questions. I guess it's kind of three questions. But is it two or is it three? It might be three.
Okay. Let's say you got some questions to ask. How about that?
Yeah. Okay. First thing is, did they pick the wrong Uso? Oh, Jesus Christ. Mark.
No, they did not pick the wrong Uso. No.
The internet says they picked the wrong Uso, Joe.
That's the internet, man.
The internet, Mark, the internet lies.
That's the internet.
The internet can't lie. The internet lies all the time. I didn't think it was in the nature of the internet.
Look, I say this. I put it like this. Maybe the only reason why they say the internet say you picked the wrong Uso is because Jimmy is a little bit more better than Jay on the mic. And that's
you think so?
Yes. Jimmy is better than Jay on the mic.
Why are you nodding? You like Jimmy. You like Jay Uso. You have a Heatland shirt, dude. Yeah, but I mean, he did have a botch. Okay, we don't say botch here. You know that. Hey. Everyone has a bad day at work sometimes. It's not even a big deal.
I'm just saying, you go back and listen to when they were together as a tag team, Jimmy was the better one with the promos than Jay.
So here's my opinion of this whole they picked the wrong Uso thing.
Mm-hmm.
Our boy Panthers in our comments live on Instagram. If you're not following us on Instagram, you can't be in their comments live on Instagram. You don't get shout outs like Panther does. Panther says it's not the wrong Uso, it's the wrong story. I don't even think it's that. I think it's the right story with the right Uso. I think Jey Uso is fantastic. Again, Jey Uso cut a promo that stopped my amazing and beautiful wife, Mindy, your sister, dead in her tracks. Jey Uso cut a promo that was so believable and so passionate that she stopped what she was doing and watched that promo. Yeah, you forgot, didn't you? See?
No, I ain't forget. I remember that.
Mark forgot. Yeah, but I mean, that wasn't recently. It doesn't matter. Jey Uso cuts believable promos. Jey Uso is a believable character. He was named main event Jey Uso by Roman Reigns. He was the right-hand man.
I ain't saying he ain't the right one. I'm just saying that you go back and look, Jimmy is better on the mic than Jay. That's about it.
On the mic, Jimmy Uso recently said he wanted a shot at the U.S. tag titles.
Hey.
That ain't even a something. It's not even something. So here's what I think it is. This is my opinion. You know, I don't mind quoting Daniel Bryan. This light is great.
Great.
Yeah, okay. Well, the other light in here is messed up. So it looked weird and dark. Did it look weird before I turned this light on?
Yeah, you like to try and do some zoom in on your little mouth, kid, so you turn the bright light on so you can see better. So
yeah. Makes it pop out more. Maybe that'll be the thumbnail.
There you go.
Nah, we don't do stupid, silly face thumbnails. We ain't ever done them. We ain't doing them now. Panther says the U.S. tag title or something during the 30s. Yeah, I mean it's not. I think the issue is that pro wrestling fans are fickle. They wanted something different. They didn't want the same old. So you have Jey Uso win the Rumble. People are mad. Now it's not the right story. Now it's not the right Uso. Now it's all these different things. Oh, he's had some botches. Yeah, I mean, yeah. So it's okay. Because at the end of the day, the right story here. Are you gonna book WrestleMania? I'm gonna. I think the right thing to do is you have Gunther squash Jey Uso, because then the fans rally around him, lift him up, and then he can make the return and beat Gunther at SummerSlam or something.
He should just be at WrestleMania just to prove everybody wrong.
But I mean, they're letting AJ Styles face Gunther and CM Punk face Gunther at house shows. Like, why can't we get that on TV? Okay, that's a difference. That's a different conversation.
Hey.
Different thing.
Overseas don't get to see it live all the time. This is the first time getting to see a dream match. So let them enjoy it if you're not live on television. You know what I'm
saying? Yeah, so Panthers has just feel like it's week after week attacks from Gunther, and he's just waiting for Jey Uso to crash out. I think there's so much criticism. There's a lot of criticism of Jey. He's just the yeet catchphrase and nothing more. He's botching. Like I don't think so. I just think that he has a great connection with the crowd. Right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He sells merchandise, right?
That's right.
He does not have heel tactics, right?
Used to.
But not right now. So he's the babyface. He is a white meat babyface right now. I mean, yeah. Okay, so he's the only one. He's the white meat babyface in WWE. There's not another one. Cody's not the white meat babyface. He's going to be portrayed that way because Cena is seen as ultra evil, right? And that's what they're trying. Cena's trying to be the evil overlord that makes Cody a white meat babyface. But Cody's not that. Cody's kind of gray. Cody's kind of heelish. Why do you always say Cody's a heel? Because he is. I'm sorry. Cody Rhodes is not a white meat babyface. Never has been. That's not what he is. Jey Uso is the white meat babyface of WWE.
Okay. I can go with that. He's the baby.
He's the white meat babyface. You have your white meat babyface main event night 1 of WrestleMania, and he gets smashed by the foreign heel. That's Pro Wrestling 101.
Yeah, but I think Jay gonna win this one. Jay gonna win this and prove everybody wrong. That's what's gonna happen.
I mean, is this just your whole theory that the money is in the rematch? The money isn't in the rematch, man. In every combat sport, the money's in the rematch. Rocky 2. Rocky 2. Okay. The money's in the rematch. But how many times have we had a rematch of Gunther and Jey Uso? Not important. Not important, Mark. I knew he was going to say that.
There were different titles, though. Different titles.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That was the IC title feud. This is the world title feud. You have Jay get taken to Chop City at WrestleMania, and then you have Jay get his rematch, and he wins at SummerSlam.
Damn. Okay.
I think it's the right Uso. I think it's the right story if we keep telling it right. Although that match on Raw was lame.
Oh.
All of that hyping up Jey Uso, and you're gonna say the match on Raw was lame.
It wasn't Jay's fault, y'all. It was not Jay's fault.
I'm gonna kick the show off right here, Mark, and I'm gonna say this: just about everything WWE did this week was lame. Sir, we're on the road to WrestleMania. Yeah, I'm aware.
Thank you.
And it's way too smooth a road, man. It's just the same old. We're just hitting the beats till we get to Mania. Like the shows aren't interesting. We're having like random ass tag matches to lead off SmackDown, which I'm not always against random tag matches. I thought recently on Dynamite they did a good random tag match. I thought the match was okay, and I think it did tell a little bit of a story with Drew and Damian Priest.
That's true. It did.
All right. So Panther says, "How do you think that John's promo took from Jay's match?" But he doesn't know that. So Panther, whenever we recap Raw, I don't think that's true either because they're on Netflix and the show was only 2 hours and 20 minutes. They cut the show way down.
They did say it was a Cena promo that did it. Cena.
And you know what, man? That promo wasn't even that good. Dude, what? Why are you... Yeah, John Cena's promo on Raw wasn't that good.
Well, he just wants you to know. He ain't changing for nobody. He's still going to be the same. And
I like the route. I like that you're not going to give me the Doctor of Thugonomics. I like that we're not going to repackage him and give us new merch. I like those things. I think where that promo fell apart for me was, and I know they're making me wait for it, and I know this. So before everybody comes at me, I understand. The carrot is there. They're dangling. They're making me wait for John to have a promo battle with Cody Rhodes and tear Cody down. But if you wanted him to get the heel heat, he's already getting it, actually. But if you really wanted me to hate John Cena, he should have dog walked Cody Rhodes on the mic.
Nah, he should have pointed at that kid and looked him dead kid in the face.
Do you think that kid was a plant? Was that kid a work or a shoot?
I don't know. I haven't seen the kid. I saw the kid once. They had him a couple times, but I ain't see him in the rest of the show. But I can't.
And that kid was placed perfectly and like totally fit in. I think that kid was a work. You seriously think they put a kid in the crowd on purpose? Yes, I think they put that kid in the crowd on purpose. I think that kid was a work.
But the internet had looked. The kid has not been found, so it's not nobody's production or somebody's child.
That's what they said. If that kid wasn't a work, that poor kid. Can you imagine? Growing up in Belgium, that's got to be like his first TV wrestling show ever, and he's like, I'm gonna see my hero John Cena. I'm getting all the gear, and Cena makes fun of me.
Hey, look at the Miz girl. She's famous too now. Shoot, she got that kid gonna be famous now.
Yes, man, the Cena kid. I mean, somebody better get him an agent. And look, the Brock Lesnar guy is on all kinds of shit. We get the Trinidad flag guy. We have Smiley, the green shirt guy.
Mm-hmm.
Kevin Owens. I mean, this kid has his villain arc laid out. When he becomes a pro wrestler, he's going to be able to be the ultimate heel because of John Cena, or ultimate babyface because of John Cena. Get that kid into a gym today.
Either one. I don't even know how can you tell
let's get that kid working out. We got resistance bands. He can get that pump on, get jacked. Let's get that kid in shape.
That's like $10 shipping, just so you know. Okay?
Yeah, I got dumbbells over here. We can get that kid in shape. I'll sign him to his first wrestling contract. Shh. You're not supposed to talk about the promotion yet. Right. Anyway. Yeah, let's get that kid in the gym. He could train like One Punch Man. Yeah. Push-ups, 100 set-ups, run 10 kilometers, the Break-A-Wish Foundation. Please tell me that. I hope our boy that our wrestling tees is going to make that shirt. I want him to make the Break-A-Wish Foundation shirt. I
think somebody is making that.
Somebody doing that already?
Somebody already doing that.
So yeah, we established. I don't think John's promo was all that. I think Jey Uso's the right guy. I thought you said you had other questions. What were the other questions? Oh yeah. So I just seen a thing talking about who the Dana White might retire soon. I thought Dana White was never retiring. No. He said we might find out this year who's going to take some stuff off his plate with the UFC. Oh. Okay, that's not a question. That's a statement. Yeah. Well, here's my question: Who runs the UFC after Dana White, and who takes over WWE after Triple H? Like, let's say Hunter hangs it up this year. Who takes this thing over? Well, they are hiring for writers and producers.
Well, I think Triple H is going to be around for like a good another 10 years, so he ain't going away this year.
Think? You think?
Yeah. I think he's going to run. He's going to run. What? 49 or so, or what? Wait, 50? Wait, 55, ain't he?
Yeah, he's in his 50s. Tripp's in his 50s.
Yeah, 55. 50, so let's say 55. You give him 10 years, 65. Go out with the ring.
He doesn't need to.
He doesn't need to. But he would like to. I'll say 65 good year. He'll have enough established in the company and retire and do whatever. And just stop there.
I think it really depends on like what TKO essentially wants WWE to be able to be. So the UFC is an interesting one without Dana White. I think Dana White has his hands in a lot of different things, But I also think that the UFC is not even close to being what it used to be. And I don't think that I don't think it needs Dana's leadership anymore because he grew it to where it could be, and I don't think it can't get bigger. The UFC is got to be on the downturn because I don't think people are that into it anymore because there aren't real stars.
Yeah, I don't think I ain't. Yeah. UFC, I'll say.
Connor's never fighting in the UFC ever again. It's never gonna happen. John Jones is past his prime and people don't really care. The heavyweight division of the UFC is trash. And if your heavyweight division is not strong in your combat sport ain't strong. That's it. People like seeing big dudes hit each other. That's it. I don't care what your 115-pound men are doing. People want to see dudes who are 265 punching each other in the face. That's just America. Sorry. I mean, yeah, see? I think the UFC did a great job with their 3 letters that people care about watching the UFC. They don't care about who's fighting. The fighters don't matter in the UFC. The fights do, and the fights have been really lame for the past 6 years. That's why BKFC has rose to prominence, because the fights are exciting. Mike Perry tried doing dirty boxing. I don't know if you watched that last night.
I saw the glimpse of it.
That shit sucked.
I saw it.
And I'm not putting that on the fighters. Bad matchmaking. You put Yoel Romero against Ross dude, the giant dude from Maine. Mike Perry did commentary for the main event of Yoel Romero against that guy, and Mike Perry said that as we went into the 3rd round, said Yoel should have been able to put this guy away in the first minute of the 1st round. Mike Perry's the promoter. He put that fight together. So he put the main event together thinking Yoel Romero was going to put him away in under a minute. Talk about feeding a dude trying to but hey, I guess you're going to tell me dirty boxing ain't a work, right?
It ain't work.
It kind of sounds like a work.
Nah, it ain't work. Just saying.
Wasn't he paying those guys in Bitcoin? That's the other thing. At the end. So he put out a video that the purse, I don't know all the specifics, but he was giving out $30,000 in winnings to the fighters for some sort of cryptocurrency, like punch token or some shit. I can't remember the name of what the crypto was, but some nothing, never heard of before crypto that has one post on their Instagram. Tell me that's not a pump and dump. Him and John Jones running this organization, and they're going to pay their fighters off in some cryptocurrency. This thing's going to fold up like a lawn chair, and they're going to run away with the cash.
Yeah, I just want to know how you're going to cash in the crypto.
Tons of people make dumbass tokens. I mean, you had Gary Vee out here hustling us all on NFTs for 2 years. Oh, everyone's going to want to buy digital art. None of that shit has any value today.
Yeah, I remember that art. It was that little monkey. It was that monkey.
Yeah, everything else,
buying that monkey.
all that shit. 99.99% of everything in the crypto market is a scam.
Mm-hmm.
Bitcoin's legit.
And Bitcoin been going down the past week.
Yeah, and it's going to go down. You know why it's going to go down? Because people are selling it off, making their money. It'll drop down to $60,000 a coin. Tons of people in Congress are going to buy up a whole bunch of Bitcoin and drive that price right up. Follow the politicians. What they do with their money, you'll make money.
Yeah. I probably would do that too.
Mm-hmm. There's an app that does that shit for you. I can't remember what it's called now. They hit us up for a sponsorship, and I don't remember the name of them. But you can set up your portfolio to automatically buy and sell stock based on what Nancy Pelosi is doing with hers.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Shit. What's the name of it? Hold on. Let me move the camera. I'll find it.
I know it's not
because
Cyber.
They did a sponsorship of UFC.
I know it's not the Cyber one because I got that one. Ooh.
I want to say Auto Trader, and there's no way that's it. That's that magazine that used to have ARCs for free to buy cars. Autopilot.
Oh, autopilot.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's political. It's the political trade tracker, Autopilot.
I'll have to look into. I'll look into that later.
You were doing Pelosi tracker, doing Autopilot. You can set it up, and it'll mimic politicians trading for you.
I'll definitely look at that later on the day or tonight. Shit.
Now, when it comes to Triple H, dude, I don't know.
I give him 10 years, 10 more years.
I say there's no way he runs it for 10. No way, man.
Okay, well, I say
think,
less than 10. Less than 10, he'll have it.
So I've been pretty adamant that I feel like WWE is like on a downward trajectory for like the quality. Like they're hot right now. Like, Labs fans are coming back, but like those of us who've been around, the product was better 2 years ago. Last year's Road to WrestleMania was better than this year's Road to WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
So 2 years from today, we're going to hopefully have like the mid card be the main event. I don't know that these fans who have come back are going to stick around whenever your main event scene doesn't include someone related to The Rock.
Mm.
When the main event scene is Braun Breaker and Dominic Mysterio. Do your Labs wrestling fans stick around for that? Me and you, Panther, will be here. But will the Labs fans be here? I don't know. Will the celebrities still be here? I don't know if they will.
Celebrities still be there no matter what.
As long as they get paid, but I mean, are they still going to act like they give a shit about pro wrestling? I don't know if they will.
As long as they got a child under 15 years old, they'll be there. And it's in his hometown. They'll be there.
So I don't know. I think Road Dogg taking over SmackDown is why they're hiring for writers and producers.
Yeah.
I think they're trying to build Road Dogg a strong team.
I don't know. Road Dogg. I say Road
Let
Dogg.
me ask you. We haven't talked about SmackDown, you and I. What did you think of SmackDown this week?
I don't like the Street Profits new theme song.
Okay, I don't like any of the theme songs that are newer in WWE. If it hasn't been around, man, what's the name of the new Death Rebel?
Death Rebel. Yeah.
Yeah, Death Rebel's entrance themes, it's almost like they're intentionally getting worse upon the backlash.
And I can tell you, from the way it sounds like it's the same person who sings solo song for the entrance. It sounds the same.
It could be.
It sounds completely the same, but just like a different mellow to it. That's about it.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like entrance themes are important in pro wrestling. Your entrance music matters. Everyone sounds the same. It all sucks. I have no idea who's coming out when the music hits.
Yeah, I just want to know how is it that Randy, The Miz, KO, Cena, and who else is there? Well, then the main one, they got the same song for past 12 years. Ain't changed. Nothing. It's still used the same song.
You said Randy and KO, man. We're getting Randy and KO at Mania.
I know.
How you feel about it?
Well, he didn't mean to hit Randy. That was good about it. He didn't mean to. But I feel like it'd be sad that'd be like the first or second match of whichever night.
It'll be the first match of night 2, I think.
Yeah, but whether open, it's kind of it doesn't really give you a good vibe on why they want to fight each other. Just because he giving up pile driver, he didn't mean to. Cody was his friend. You turned your back on me. I get that part, but it just, yeah,
Is
didn't feel right.
Randy going to punt KO?
I say yes.
I say no. I say he gets him lined up for it and doesn't pull the trigger.
I think he's gonna do it. I think he pulls the trigger because you gotta make WrestleMania interesting and good to watch. And doing that punt is bringing it back where he did it at the Royal Rumble. Ric Flair.
I'm going to predict this right now. And I'm going to say they book Randy and KO the way they booked the first KO Cody. Randy's not going to have it in him to pull the trigger and punt KO, and KO is going to take advantage and win the match. And that's going to be the story that leads to the rematch at Backlash. That'll be some sort of a stipulation match.
It's possible.
Even though I know the cover, like the thing of Backlash, is the idea that it's going to be Cena versus Randy, and I don't think it's going to be.
Nah, I think it's going to be.
But I could be wrong. Or it'll be a three-way. KO, Cena, Randy.
Nah, it's better to Cena and Orton.
I think it
had that final
better that way too. But I think KO beats Randy at Mania. Because Randy's not going to pull the trigger. He's not going to punt it.
He should, though. Damn. This ain't he should. It'll be cool to see the punt one last time. This one.
It would be, but it'll happen. But I don't think it happens at Mania. Panther said John needs to ditch the AA and just spam the Dragon Ball punch. I wonder if he changes his finisher.
No.
I think he keeps doing the same move, but they stop calling it the AA and they go back to calling it the FU.
What did he do? He tried to do He tried to do a finish with the Stone Cold Stunner, but that's what they call it. He did it from the rope, jumped up. I forgot what it's called. Oh. But I think Cena's just going to stick to the 5 moves of doom.
It seems a speculation that Nakamura is probably leaving WWE.
That's a rumor. It's up in the air. It's a rumor. I don't know. Some said it was true. Then some said it's false accusation. It's not true. Nobody knows when, but
I think it's interesting in wrestling that contracts are so much of the fan interest. Panther had mentioned in her comments live on Instagram that we got the vignettes that Ray Phoenix is coming to SmackDown.
And Malachi Black.
So,
or Aleister Black, whichever one you call.
Everyone was really pissed off at Tony Khan and AEW for not using certain talents. For not using Ricky Starks, for not using Penta, not using Ray Phoenix, and not using, what's that dude's name? Ethan Page. And then it was these guys, then there was a rumor of contract tampering on WWE's behalf and on certain talent's behalf in AEW.
Mm-hmm.
Do all these people go into WWE in such a short time frame of them leaving AEW kind of indicate there may be some truth to those rumors that these people were trying to negotiate WWE contracts while under contract with AEW?
No.
You don't think so?
No.
I think
because
where there's smoke, there might be fire. I'm not saying anyone did anything for sure. I'm not accusing anyone of anything, and everything is allegedly.
I say this. As many WWE times I've been watching it, they always go and talk to somebody when their contract is about up. So in that little 90-day clause you got to say we could do this for you and work things out.
So whenever someone had, and this has been historically, and this is WWE, this is Pro Wrestling 101, but this also happens in the UFC. When someone's on their way out of a promotion, they don't book them favorably. And if they don't want, and if talent's like, well, I'm just not going to show up if I'm not going to win, they don't have you show up TV. They don't use you on TV anymore. They don't increase your value. I think Tony Khan and AEW did the right thing with every single one of these talents by not using them on TV as their contracts were coming up if they weren't intending to stay with the company.
I say the only one they did right was Dean Ambrose. They let him work it out.
Yeah. Speaking of Ambrose,
yeah.
We haven't talked about the spot.
I'll give my opinion on it. Here's my opinion on it. I thought the thing was all rubber at the time because you see him the first time, hit him in the stomach. Oh, it like didn't phase him. But then the suplex onto it, like, ooh.
So, I never at any point in time thought that Spike had real nails.
I didn't think so neither.
Like, at any time whenever Ledge pulled that thing out, first of all, I thought it was dumb. Just gonna put that out there. But I never thought those were real nails. I just thought it's a prop. That's all it is. It's just a prop. Before I give you my opinion of this, let me ask you. The spot itself, what did you think, and what do you think about what the internet wrestling community thinks about that spot?
Okay. That spot. Like, okay, I'll say this. If you look at it on TV, it just looked like a board with like rubbery glue nail, well, plastic nail, look like real nails, but kind of tight that you get hit like a foam, but don't bend or break anything like that. So when Mox took the first one to the stomach, like, okay, it's not real because he got up and just took it like a champ. So, like, ain't real. Then when you see it, the suplex, I'm like, okay, ain't nothing really gonna happen. So, boom, he gonna get right back up, and that boom, you see it in his back. I'm looking, just maybe it's just like some type of like glue or something on there, just making it look real, like believable, like props that they do in all the movie themes. But then you see Wheeler and the ref trying to pull it, like legit pull it out of his skin. Oh.
Yeah.
I'll say that's probably gonna be up there with the barbed wire with Sabu and ECW and Terry Funk. It's gonna be up in there with that category. So, and then when you actually see the little tiny holes on his back and the blood dripping from it, like, yeah, that shit was real. It was real.
Was that spot for you or no?
It was for me because the match I want to know if they ever gonna use that damn thing. Yes, it was for me.
So I know you've seen the conversation online of all the fans saying how stupid that spot was, how they went too far, AEW's going to lose sponsors, all this stuff, and they shouldn't have done that, blah, blah, blah. What are your thoughts on that?
Okay. Y'all ain't saying about the pizza slicer. I'm in those.
Yeah.
Yeah. They ain't saying nothing about the cinder block or the needle that Swerve took from Hangman, sticking up in The Neil part, that's even nastier than the damn cinder block. Now, come on, y'all. Nobody ain't saying nothing about that.
That's a good point. That's a very, very good point.
I mean,
So
at least it was better than the whole, the ring will explode and all you get a little sparklers going off. At least it's better than that.
why'd you have to bring that up, man?
It just popped in my head. Like,
that to me was that was one of that. I mean, the fact that commentary and Eddie Kingston continued to try and sell that was so silly. But hey, growing pains, they live, they learn, right?
mm-hmm.
They live, they learn. I don't know. So for me, I kind of wonder how they thought it was going to go.
Mm-hmm.
Because the ref's reaction to me didn't seem like he thought that's what was going to happen.
Yeah.
Now, with that, I would say that, like, looking at the bat, and those who know me and those who watch our interview with Magicians on a Mission, I like magic tricks. I look at the bat, I look at the bed of nails on the bat. I think those are pretty tight together. Maybe the thought process was they're so tight together they won't actually puncture the skin. Maybe that was the thought. Also, there's the whole thing that, man, Mox was a CZW guy. He's a deathmatch guy. That's his style. There, to me, I think a lot of fans are very used to the Dean Ambrose they got in WWE and don't understand that what Mox came from. When the spot happened, I cringed. Like, ooh.
Yeah.
Because I'm not a deathmatch fan of what today's deathmatch wrestling is. It's not for me because I don't like horror movies. I don't like scary. I don't like blood, guts, and gore. It's not my thing.
Mm-hmm.
With that said, I am, however, an old school ECW guy. I think there's a place for that stuff in wrestling. Like deathmatch wrestling, the light tubes and like that, the CZW type of stuff, it's not for me. I do think it has its place.
Yeah.
I don't think that spot was that dangerous. Sure, everything's dangerous. It's pro wrestling. But I don't think it was like the big deal people were trying to make it out to be. I think it was a really good spot because it gave us an incredible visual.
Mm-hmm.
I think that our generation praised Mick Foley. We praised Terry Funk. We praised Foley for getting thrown off the cell, getting back up, and continuing Hell in a Cell in 98. Mm-hmm. Foley is God. And yet we have wrestling fans that are just soft. SAWFT soft. Like you said, we had the pizza cutter. We had Mick Dixon the pizza cutter, man. And you get people out here thinking Mox taking Spike to the back is somehow like this. Oh, that no one should ever tune into AEW. Like, grow up. Like, stop being handled with kid gloves. Everybody gets a trophy. Nerf the world. Like, stop. It's professional wrestling. Grow up.
I will say this.
Pair.
I would really been grossed out if one of the meals went a little bit further in than what they were really at. Now that would have been really grossed out. But luckily, I don't know how they did it. I don't want to know, but it stopped.
I was exactly the amount of grossed out I was supposed to be. I seen it. I was like, oh my God. Like, And when they got it out, I'm like, okay, good, thank you. So like, and then I went and I seen the replay on YouTube. I started to watch. Like, I can't see this again. That's exactly the reaction that's supposed to happen. That's what that spot was supposed to be. And people think it was too much. Don't tune in. That's it. Like, don't watch that part. Like, but Mox isn't going to do that shit every week. It's not going to be a weekly thing for John Moxley. It's not what he's going to do.
You got to think about it. Think about it like this. Them, he got them, whatever you want to call it, nails out his back in like a good amount of time. Like a good minute to get out. Think about having like 50 thumbtacks on your back. Now that's even worse pain right there.
Like, Trunks said the only thing that grossed him out was Mae Young in wrestling. That's funny. And I think that it's interesting. I seen someone sent me a thing that said that they've been watching AEW since the beginning, and then that spot they're never tuning in again. I say that I'm not gonna call that person out by name. I'm not doing it.
Okay.
Nope. I'm gonna say they haven't been watching AEW from the beginning, and I'm gonna say they probably didn't even watch that entire match. If you were watching AEW since the beginning in 2019, you started watching AEW because you wanted an alternative. You didn't start watching AEW because you wanted WWE's product. You wanted something different. Stop wanting AEW to be WWE. It is not supposed to be that. That's not why we wanted it. That's not why fans clamored for it. We wanted something different. Yes, WWE has become different than it was in 2018 because it has been inspired by AEW. That's a fact. It is the circle of life of professional wrestling, and the WWE is a wrestling promotion. They see what someone else is doing. They see that it's hot. They take that thing and they put a whole bunch of money behind it. There would have been no Attitude Era if Paul Heyman hadn't been using barbed wire and tables in a bingo hall in South Philly. Cody Rhodes wouldn't be moving the merchandise that he's moving, wouldn't be selling out 17,000 and then now 70,000 seat stadiums had it not been for All In Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
They wanted something different. Allow AEW to be that different thing. Because pro wrestling can give something to everyone. It has something for everybody. Deathmatch wrestling, not my jam. But for somebody, it is. Superheroes are your thing, pro wrestling has them. MMA is your thing, pro wrestling has it. Horror movies, undead, morticians that can shoot lightning bolts out of their fingers, pro wrestling has that. It's not one size fits all. Well, I guess it is one size. There's different things. Let AEW be its thing. Stop comparing it to WWE. It's so silly. It's my 2 cents. I thought it was a good spot. It grossed me out like it was supposed to. I don't want to watch it again. I think it created a good visual image, but I thought it was a good spot. I thought the match was kind of shit, but I thought the spot was good.
Did you see Stevie Richards' reaction to it?
No.
Oh.
What Stevie Richards had to say?
Well, he watched the reaction live when he did it yesterday. I watched it, and the guy showed him he's watching with. He said, "They're not going to do that, are they?" He said, "He kept telling the fans, I have not watched it yet. I just want to know they're not going to do it." And then he seen it, and he was grossed out. And he said,
it's
from
a
his
tough
opinion,
spot.
it's a tough spot. He said it was a gross spot. Mox, he praises Mox for doing some crazy shit. And he says a spot like that could probably cost him another chance of getting into the WWE for doing that crazy spot. Because then he said that if he goes there down the future, if he does go back to WWE, that the fans would want to see that spot one more time from him.
I do think that's one thing about the spot is I don't know how you one up it. How do you up the ante?
The only way
I don't know. I don't know what Mox can do bigger than that, and they gave that away on Dynamite.
the only thing that could outdo that is somebody just took his hands, handcuffed them behind the ring turnbuckle, boom, spike, hit him. That's the only thing in the front.
That's
not the
too
back.
risky. They can't do that.
I know that it's too risky. They ain't gonna do it, but that's the only way to one up it, and he better put.
I think the only spot that Mox could do next that I think would be seen as a leveling up of spots would be an unprotected chair shot.
They did it already with Steve.
They
Sean
did.
Spears.
So,
Sean Spears.
yeah, but it was a gimmick chair. It was all that stuff, and that was 6 years ago.
Okay. But
I
I'll
think
say that.
so. I don't know if you remember, but you remember Tommy Dreamer and Raven chair shot heard around the world.
Oh, yeah.
Raven cuffed to the cage. Dreamer middle of the ring runs, whack, wraps it around his head. That's the only spot they could do with Mox that can one up the spike spot. Now, who does that?
Swerve.
Swerve's a guy who could level up the violence. Yeah, could be Swerve.
Swerve. I say Swerve with his height, being close to Mox. He had the better chance of doing it.
I hate to say it, but I don't think Swerve beats Moxley.
Yeah, I know. It's possible, but we all got dreams, y'all.
Yeah. You know what else, man? I don't think Will Ospreay beats Moxley either. And I thought Will Ospreay would beat Moxley for a minute. Like, Ospreay said he's going to be all in at Texas.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's going to be Will Ospreay either, man.
Okay.
I said this months ago, and I think it just blew past people. I think it's going to be Eddie Kingston.
Okay, Eddie Kingston.
I think Bryan Danielson and Eddie Kingston return to AEW together.
Hey, I said Bryan Danielson, y'all. Damn.
Yeah, I think I think it'll be Kingston. It could be Danielson.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Chunks, happy birthday, sir. But yeah, man, I think it'll be Kingston. But I think Kingston makes sense. I think a lot of people make sense, but I think the broken leg screwed things up. But I think he can come back in shape. He's healing up. I'm seeing some of his videos that he's been putting in some work. Posted some things about why even come back to AEW because of the shape that it's in.
I saw that.
He's laying the groundwork, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think it's Kingston.
Okay, Kingston.
I think it's Kingston.
You know what could do it? I think I know what could Andy up it. If he actually used real barbed wire.
They've been using real barbed wire in AEW.
No. I mean, that's like
they're not even.
No. They're
just using barbed wire.
Oh, so okay.
Yeah, they're not clipping it.
Okay.
Nope.
Oh, never mind. Sorry, y'all. I thought they was clipping it.
Um, yeah, I think it's gonna be Kingston, which kind of sucks because it then puts us still a few months out. We're still gonna deal with Mox World Order.
Yeah, but I think I say this: the only one that can get the belt off of Mox is Mox. He's gonna do something to injure himself, and he got to relinquish the title. That's the
That could be.
I say. Let's just say hypothetically, he does beat Swerve at Dynasty, but somewhere in the match he tears a quad in his leg or something and continues the match and still finish it in pain. And then Dynamite comes along. He got to be pissed off and saying, I tore my car out. I don't want to relinquish this belt. Somebody got to fight me for it. But Tony Khan don't want to take the risk and just have security or somebody go get it from him.
Yeah. I seen a post recently. I don't remember what page it was from. It said that TNA would be the number 2 wrestling company in the world if they had a better TV deal. And the whole premise of this was the page's belief that AEW sucks. And I call things like I see them, and it tend to point out like couldn't be more wrong. TNA is not bad, but it's not great.
I say this: TNA, it would still be number 2 if back in 2014 they didn't do that little cutting people's pay. It would still be number 2.
Could be, but I don't know, man. I don't know how AEW is consistently good. Dynamite has had every Dynamite has been good in 2025. In an upward trajectory, it's getting better. Ratings are picking up, but I only give a shit about ratings. That's one thing that people are like, oh, the ratings say otherwise. I don't give a shit about TV ratings. I can't say that enough. Like, if you only like what you like because other people like it, you're a dipshit. Flat out. Like, you're just dumb. So if you're tuning into this podcast and that applies to you, don't tune into it. I don't want you watching us and I don't like it. Just I ain't your friend. I don't like it because you're stupid.
Keep that in mind, y'all.
If to like something, millions of other people have to like it. You don't like the thing. You like thinking you have friends. Dynamite's just been steady. It's good. It was the best. It was the best show this week.
This is one thing I didn't like about Dynamite. This one thing.
That Mox and Ledge weren't the main event.
No,
I didn't understand that either.
that too. But the whole Ricochet and Speed getting qualified for that triple threat.
So
That's the only downside.
I thought the way the finish happened was a bit I blame the ref, which I don't do often because I think it's the talent's responsibility and production's responsibility to protect the ref. The ref is what screwed that finish up because he didn't see Ricochet involved in the pin. Yes, he missed Ricochet's feet on the ropes. He also missed Ricochet being involved in the pin. Visually, he didn't see Ricochet involved in the pin. Kind of messes that up. How did he know Ricochet was involved? The 3 happened. Ricochet fell off. Ref pops up and calls them both the winner. How did he do that? He didn't see Ricochet there.
I know.
And unless he's got a third eye on the side over here that I don't know about, he couldn't have seen Ricochet there. But that ending, I liked it because I didn't see it coming. I never thought that they were going to throw Kenny Omega into a triple threat. You realize how good this triple threat match is going to be? It's
This could be
Speedball,
good.
Mike Bailey, Ricochet, and Kenny Omega. Kenny by God Omega.
It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. I think. What's I gonna say? I think we're gonna get Kenny Omega, but not the New Japan Kenny Omega. We're gonna get a slower down Kenny Omega because
You think? I
I,
don't know, man. Kenny's been going full clip in the matches he's had.
I know, but I think he really needs to slow down. He just came back from injury, and I ain't the one who want to see people get injured again now. But
Yeah, but his injury wasn't a in-match injury. It wasn't something he did physically that happened. His body failed.
yeah, that's one thing. His body.
I think he's
Yeah.
fine, man. I think he's gonna. I would like to say I think Kenny Omega should be the guy to dethrone Mox. I've said it several times. I just don't think they're gonna pull the trigger on that. I mean, well, let's do Belt Collector Kenny again. He's the best in the business. Him and Will Ospreay, Kyle Fletcher. I want to see those three go and just take over the wrestling world. Like, I don't know. It's tricky because I'm a fan of All Pro Wrestling. Man, whenever you got those three on one roster, and I have people trying to tell me that WWE is a better product, and I have John Cena for 25 minutes telling me about how he's a human, and then the matches you give me are dumpster fires. And I'm sorry, like that we're comparing apples to oranges here. This ain't the same shit. It's just not the same shit.
It's not. Nope.
And I don't like that people want to draw those comparisons. Like WWE scratches one itch for pro wrestling, AEW scratches another. It's a different product, and it should be, and it's glorious. But yeah, Ledge, Mox should have been the main event of Dynamite. I don't understand why it wasn't.
Oh, because reportedly a lot of people had trouble with their traveling, and that's why.
Yeah, Mox drove 11 hours.
11.
It's like,
I'm trying to figure out where he was coming from for 11 hours, but and then why was that not the? And
why
now
it
you got the break.
wasn't the main event. You know how much it pains me for a world title match to not main event the damn show.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then you were doing that spot, and you didn't do it in the main event. You can't follow that spot.
Oh, that's it. Also, Steve Richards brought that up too. Like, why wasn't that the main event? He said that he believes that it wasn't the main event because you didn't want the fans to go home grossed out, so you needed something else to follow with.
Oh, something to cleanse the palate?
Yeah.
I guess. Gotta send them home feeling good because no one was feeling good after seeing that. I get that. You know what? That makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Joe, how's the bracket look before we get out of here?
Okay, I had to. So as of right now, I had to postpone some of the brackets, y'all, because I'm still waiting for the Kyle Fletcher and Danny Garcia and the Jacob Fatu
I didn't watch
and Braun Breaker.
I didn't catch Collision last night. Were you able to watch Collision?
I didn't catch it last night, so.
Me either. I'm gonna try and find a replay of it because it's on tonight again too, right?
It should be on tonight again. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm trying to find a replay of last night's and then watch tonight's. I don't know what happened. I haven't seen a spoiler, so
I looked today. I ain't no spoilers, no nothing about it. So I'm like, okay, maybe it's on tonight.
So with that, I'm just gonna put this out there. My wrestler of the week this week, because I haven't seen last night's Collision. Tonight's Collision hasn't happened. I'm giving my wrestler of the week to Homicide.
Homicide, okay.
Homicide wrestled his last match. They found a cyst on his brain. He's retiring. His plan was to retire this year anyway, but now it's got, sped up. It was his 38th birthday, or his birthday. Wrestled there, won his final match. Good career, good in-ring guy. Hopefully his health goes a positive way, and things are all right for him. And
well, I just got one thing to say. I ain't think you was gonna pick Homicide, so I just had him up there. I didn't think you were gonna pick him. I really had Homicide because I was like, he ain't gonna pick Homicide. I don't think but yeah.
I wanted to kind of do Homicide and Chris Bay, but I'm just gonna do Homicide.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know about Chris Bay. I think Chris Bay, ooh, I feel bad for him. I saw that and Chris Van Vliet. He got it tough right now, so I feel bad for him.
Before you go on to the bracket, can I just say one thing that kind of pisses me off?
All right, what's up?
This pisses me off.
Okay.
I'm all for goodwill for wrestling promotions, but you have the internet wrestling community wants to praise TNA at every turn, right? Because they're connected to WWE, so they get all this praise while people want to shit on AEW. There's GoFundMes and fundraisers being held for Chris Bay. I think it's fantastic. I think it's good for the community to help out somebody. Also, why is TNA not taking care of him? Why is the promotion not taking care of him? They're absolutely getting financial kickbacks from WWE. The money's there. This corporation is not taking care of their talent. AEW, Tony Khan pays guys whenever they're hurt. Why is Chris Bay not being taken care of financially by TNA? Why is that happening?
I'll say,
and maybe it is. If somebody can say and prove to me that that's happening, awesome. But the fact that there's so many GoFundMe, there's so many to benefit Chris Bay things happening. Well, again, I'm very happy those things are. He shouldn't be in that position.
Yeah, he shouldn't. I'll say it has to do with being an independent contractor when you're not a legit employee. So
I get it. I get it contractually. Maybe they're not on the hook to have to.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean they shouldn't.
And I'll say reason why they probably wouldn't do it is because if you remember back in the past, I don't know if you were watching TNA at the time, but Dixie Carter promised one guy, Jesse, they paid for his medical expense bills and everything, and then she blew everything and fired him.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that story.
Oh, yeah, look it up. They promised him a job. He probably paid all the medical expense. They paid a portion of it. They promised him a job producing backstage, but then fired him. Dixie didn't live up to his word, and they think they went to a lawsuit for that. And he got from Dixie. So that's probably the main reason why they don't, because of Dixie.
I guess. We just got to catch up on the bracket tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow.
We'll catch up on the bracket tomorrow. We'll preview Raw. We will recap a weekend worth of Collision, probably. I do know one thing for Raw tomorrow. We're getting Penta and Braun Breaker already.
Damn. That's a WrestleMania, but never mind.
Yeah, I thought it would be a Mania match. But I would imagine this is going to work its way into being a four-way match at Mania. So if we're getting Punk, Rollins, Reigns as the triple threat, I would imagine the IC title is either going to be a four-way or a four-way ladder.
Mm-hmm.
So they're going to the IC title may get defended in a gimmick match at Mania of some sort, whether it be a ladder match of some multiples people or just a straight up four-way. They're going to do something with the IC title. So don't expect Penta to win tomorrow night, because I certainly don't. But this will build toward whatever the IC title main event or IC title match is at Mania. So we got.
Mm-hmm. Oh. And one more thing, y'all, before we go. I just want us to do one thing. Come this Wednesday, I need everybody to bring up their special memory of WCW, because this Wednesday marks the 24th anniversary. It's been closed, y'all. So it could be anything.
That's it.
Don't care what it is. Yeah, this Wednesday is the 24th anniversary of the closing of WCW and the last Monday Night Nitro.
If I'm Tony Khan, I find a way to rip off the OG Nitro the starting like package. How they did? Remember how they did like the wrestlers on the buildings?
Yeah.
How they projected on?
Mm-hmm.
I would do that for this Wednesday's Dynamite because I mean, Dynamite has to have existed longer. I mean, definitely longer than the 83 weeks. But how many years did Nitro? How many episodes of Nitro were there?
Right. Okay. I got that too. Right now, AEW at 285. WCW is 288. So 3 more episodes. They beat them.
Yeah, man, they should totally change the beginning of Dynamite for this Wednesday. Tony Khan, I know you tune in. I know you watch Don't Say the F Word. Big fan, like your work. Can I get $20? Dude, you got just to dig it into that gray-haired piece of shit. I hate Eric Bischoff with passion. Just rub it in. Just rub it in. Do it. Do it, Tony. Just do it. What's he gonna do? You're on Turner Network. I get that. I get that WWE owns the rights to the official thing. Parody. Do a parody. You're protected. You're protected under copyright by parody. So just parody it. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
So do a parody.
At least they can do is just do the fireworks going and then showing like.
In the spirit of parody, could you imagine if Tony Khan dyed his hair gray and started making fun of Bischoff? if he did Steve Austin's Monday Night Quill with the gray hair making fun of Bischoff. On that visual, everyone, thank you for tuning in. Don't say the F word. Pro Wrestling Combat Sports Podcast. We don't use the F when we talk about professional wrestling. If you're live on Instagram, we appreciate you. If you're on YouTube or Spotify, that means I remember to put this up on YouTube and Spotify. Don't always bank on that because I don't always do it. Primarily, the Monday show almost never ends up on YouTube or Spotify because by the time I get it up there, I'm already watching Raw. So my prediction about Raw don't really mean shit. So follow us on Instagram, catch up with us live, get in the chats, buy some merch. All the profits go to the local dog kennel. With that, everybody, we are out. We'll see you tomorrow. We'll play When the Bell Tolls. You can win a prize.
Wait.
We're out. Oh.
Tomorrow, 4 o'clock.
What?
It's 4 o'clock tomorrow.
Raw's on at 4 o'clock?
3 last week, 4 this week, and I think it's 3 next week.
Son of a bitch. All right, everyone, we'll turn your notifications on because I don't know what time we're going to go live. Me and Joe will figure that out tomorrow. We'll see you then. We're out.